What I'm trying to do is duplicate this thing here, but I want this H to stay at the bottom at all time. So what I'm going to do, I'm making this housing out of aluminum, and I'm putting this part on a spinner. See with a bearing? And I'm going to put a weight, a chunk of weight right here, so the H always stays straight anytime the steering wheel moving. So that's my plan. Hope it works. Well, here's my little gizmo. I still see that little, it's supposed to be a red pencil liner. I got to put on there. I still got to put my weight in there. Put my weight on the bottom and cut my pin line in, and I'll be through with it. Then I got to paint it. This is what the bottom looks like. It fits right into the steering. See that little groove right there? That's where the O-ring fits. So that fits right in there. I'm gonna have some inside. I'm gonna have some drain holes drilled in there, that way, and that way. The drain holes will come out the side here, so water getting inside this round thing, it'll just leak right out. Well, what I've done is bored just a little deeper with this boring tool here, but my steering wheel cap. The reason why I bored that deeper in there, because my weight was hitting on my, these little weights right here is hitting. These, I got to glue this one back on here. When I get it right, I'm going to glue these on here with some high saw with some aviation adhesive. That stuff won't break loose. But anyway, this little piece of metal right here, this little piece of metal weighs the same amount as this one nut does. And it damn near falls inside of it, almost. The reason why it weighs more, this is Tungsten steel. This here is a weight out of a spar. I chunked this up in the lathe, chunked it up in the lathe here, and I spun that down. Then I cut them off the length I want. This thing here is heavy, it's real heavy. So now, we're gonna glue this other weight on temporarily with some super glue until tomorrow I can get some high saw and glue it on there. Now check that out. That's 4 pieces of tungsten steel, 4 nuts. Now them 4 pieces of tungsten steel weighs the same amount of them 4 nuts. And look at the difference. Look at the difference. That's amazing. Now we're going to mount this piece inside of here. Inside of here. You notice I have a bearing in there. It turns. This screw, if I can find it, screw and a washer. Oh, where'd it go? There's a washer right there. We find the screw. Oh, dag nabbit. Or here's a screw stuck in there. This part that goes in the steering wheel right here. So we're going to shove it in there. Drop that lock washer on there. My piece is dry temporarily. Alright, now let's screw it on there. Hope it works. There we go. Why did it tighten up? Maybe it's sitting over. For some reason it's hitting, I don't know why. But if I unloosen it just a little bit, you can see the effect now. When I turn the steering wheel, the H always stays straight. But I got to find out why it's jamming. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of this blue stuff here, and I'm going to paste it inside of here and put it together and see where the scrubbing is going on at. We just paint the whole inside. But we'll get some MEK and get it off. Now we got to blow it real good, get rid of all the loose material. So let's set it right here and blow it. All right. Let's put it together and see why it's hanging up. Just spin it around and around, we'll see where it's hitting in there, and I know where to take it off at. Oh, let's take it apart and see. Well, let me go wash this blue stuff out with MEK. All right, I got the blue stuff washed out. You see that little shaft turns inside that bearing? Well, that's where that screw turns into. So you're gonna have to put a star washer inside of here so you can stop that from turning. So you stop that thing from turning with that star washer. So put that in there. And well, all I done was add one of these washers behind that screw in the back. And that did it. Now when I turn my steering wheel, the H always stays straight. No matter how I turn it, always stays straight. Well, what I've done, I sprayed it with some alidide. It's just acid I spray on it. Turn this thing gold brown. And that's what we want, the gold brown out of it. Don't have to be real brown. But anyway, what that does, that acid stuff goes right down into the inside of them pores in that aluminum. And you know how you see aluminum start to oxidize? You see them little bubbles start to appear with that white stuff? Well, that's some little pinholes in aluminum. So what I'm doing now, I'm sealing them holes up. There's my 4 Thompson weights there. Alright, that ought to work. Well, the next thing we do is put it in the milling machine and cut a little line all around each side so we get red paint down in there. We're going to paint it black and have a red stripe in it. So we're going to try to mill that line in. Well, that's what it looks like. It's not perfect. The lines are not perfect. That was very hard to do. Now this side here, I started off wrong, and I was making my first pass about half of it, and that would have been perfect right there. That's just too deep to me. That's perfect, too deep. Anyway, we got it anodized good. Now we're fixing to go home. Tomorrow we're ready to paint this thing. See how it look. Get our emblem on there. Get it painted black, flat black, with our red trim in there, and we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Well, I got my piece painted. Got the red in it. Got it back together. Now I got to go put my H in there. My HI with my dot there will be in the middle of it. So when I drive it, it'll always stay in the same place. The H will. Alright, let's go do it. Well, I'm going to attempt to put this HI on my steering wheel cover thing here. I mixed up a little bit of soap water, and we're going to try that, see if I can get it on there. So let's give it a whirl. I just smeared a little bit of soapy water on top of my piece here. First I got to find out, alright, that's down right there. So, see if I can get down there. Man, it's hard to get off. There it comes. There it is right there. Gonna get it good and wet. Put it on there. Let's just check to see if it's straight. It's not straight, see. Down a little more. Too much. A little bit still crooked. Dadgummit. Crooked all the way now. Ah. Boy, that's hard to get on there. Alright, I got H. It's about as straight as I'm gonna get it. So now we just gotta put our eye on there. Alright, there we go. We got the decal on there. We just gotta let it dry a little bit and pull that little film off front of it. It'll be more. Now my H is a little crooked now for some reason. I don't know why. Oh well, if it's crooked, it's crooked. Alright, I got the decal in there, but I'm not happy. It just fades in there, don't even look right. But I just happen to have another one. You know where this goes on your steering wheel. So I'll cut that out right there. Cut it all out and leave the white. Have that border white around and look good. So we're gonna try it again. I think that'd be the best thing to do right there. Alright, now we cut the piece out with all the white in there. So let's try it, see what it looks like. Alright, there she is. Now when I turn the H, always stay straight. It always stay in the right angle, well close to it. Good as I want right there. That's as good as I want. I love it. Let me show you the way how to install this thing. On the back here, it's got a little groove in it. It's got an O-ring there. But I take some of this little lubrication right here and just grease up my O-ring a little bit. Not much, just barely put some grease on it. For this thing here to pop on, you might have to twist it a little bit. There it goes. Line it up. There she is. Alright, now when I turn my wheel, the H stay perpendicular, you know, somewhat. It won't stay exactly perpendicular. You see it moves a little bit when I move it. But it does pretty good. Now if your tractor's leaning on the hill, like right now, this shaft is leaning a little bit, so when it goes down it's leaning. I should have put my decal on there a little bit crooked, then it'd been bounced up straight. That's the only thing about it. It just won't line back up unless if I lean the tractor over this way. Hey, don't forget to comment and subscribe my video. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.